What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look, a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's me, L Teddy 27. I'm back for yet another review. This is going to be our review for Real Life Philanthropy. This is season 1, episode 5, entitled Where is Your OnlyFans and Career? Once again, yet again this week, these whores have reduced me to protecting myself from their fuck shit, fuckery, and fucktitude. I'm protecting myself from them. They're trying to suck the life and energy out of me, and I'm protecting my energy, my aura. God. Last week I had to have 2 masks for these whores. Still gotta have a mask on for these girls. I just can't. Anyway, dear God, I mean, I need all kinds of layers of protection. Dear God, I got on sweaters on top of my shirt. I need all kinds of protection from these people. They're a whole ass fucking mess. Let's get this over with. So, I first noticed from the opening credits, child, they done cut Zay out the opening credits. Now, I went on over there to Apollo's Android show, his YouTube channel, and he did a review, I guess, of one of the episodes or whatever. But he told us in the episode that the Zay character went on Imani Van Zap's show, went on Imani Van Zap Live and had an interview and talked disparagingly about the show and about production. And production said, "I know you the fuck lying. How dare you tell the truth about this show? How dare you not perjure yourself and lie by saying that the show is awesome and by saying that, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread and production is doing a phenomenal job." And so they kicked him off the show. A mess. Anyway, so they done kicked him off the show. So they done took him off the credits. That's a mess. But y'all don't have Apollo on the credits. Who's has more scenes than some of the people y'all do have on the credits? And y'all don't have a Tristan on the credits either. Make this shit make sense. Anyway, he got fired. We then see Kwanzaa. She meets Gerald for the first time. And they go out to eat. Child, they was having some conversation. This is their first time meeting, right? Let me make sure I got it right. Yeah. This their first time meeting. And they were having this whole discussion about life's destitute or life's mentally challenged. Those people are probably at this point locked away in some type of mental institution, because I would venture to guess anybody who's an ex of these people wind up in some type of mental institution because you're not mentally stable if you date these type of people. But we're going to keep it moving. We just going to keep it moving. Anyway, Kwanzaa and Gerald, they eating. And eventually, she asked Gerald to tell her about the people in the group. Now, I don't know why, but only thing production showed us is what she said about what Gerald said about Jerome. I don't know. I don't have no idea. I have no clue why we ain't hear what he said about nobody else but Jerome. A mess. The cast goes to this nonprofit seminar after that. And so this is the cast's first introduction to Kwanzaa. They meet her for the first time. And I'm like, just now? Y'all just meeting somebody who's the second person that y'all show on the opening credits? We fucking 5 episodes in. How is the cast just meeting another cast member 5 episodes in? But y'all got people who's not on the opening credits that we don't see more of. Make this shit make sense. Anyway, they participate in some activity. They were supposed to come up with a mission for their nonprofit. I would venture to guess you don't have a nonprofit if you don't already have a mission or mission statement and vision statement for that nonprofit. And if you do, then the problem is you. There ain't enough nonprofit seminars in the world that can help you. I'm just saying. Anyway, they discussed. Then there's this discussion because apparently they got bored with the nonprofit seminar and they decided that they was gonna get right down to the mess and the foolery. So Jamie brings up Malik's OnlyFans. And they have Jamie bring it up because they feel like since Jamie and Malik are friends, it'll be more palatable and there'll be less fireworks from Malik if Jamie is the, conduit by which this comes out. So the shit went on and on and on, backwards and forward. Let me help you understand something. The entirety of this conversation was incredibly stupid, just incredibly dumb, asinine, and stupid. These girls live in Atlanta, okay? These girls, in one breath, before the OnlyFans thing came up, was discussing how, or during the OnlyFans conversation, discussing how they know all of the hotels that they use to film OnlyFans and this, that, and the third. Girl, y'all live in Atlanta. Y'all seem to know everything about the OnlyFans culture. Clearly, each one of them got at least 3, 4, or 5 friends that do an OnlyFans. But y'all making a big deal out of Malik's OnlyFans. Girl, get your damn life. It wasn't even that serious. But let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be perfectly clear, okay? These, I hate to say it, these girls want all parts of Malik's peen. Hold on, y'all, because I think my battery going out. Ooh. These girls want all parts of Malik's peen. We saw that in episode 2. They want him to slap it across their face. They want it to tickle their tonsils. They want it to puncture their colons. We saw that in episode 2. So I guess that's why there's this, excitement about his OnlyFans, because they all went over there and paid however much it costs. They say it's $7. Paid the $7 that it costs to see his meat all over. You should have just sent the man a DM or sent him a text said, can I see your meat? Or while y'all was there saying, hey, just whip it out. We want to see how big it get. He probably would have did it. Meanwhile, back in the red, if you want to send me a meat pic in my DMs, Malik, I'm here. Just saying. But no, seriously though. No, I'm serious though. It was just stupid. Like, it was a pointless conversation. I didn't even understand that. But moving on. Then in the middle of the episode, there was some random commercial or scene or something with this trans woman or whatnot. And I don't have a problem with the trans woman. But when you become a trans woman, hey whore, you become a woman. Which means, hey whore, I should not be seeing your areolas on my computer screen. We want no parts of your areolas all over our TV screen. Get them out of here, okay? A mess. Just a fucking mess. Then they had Tristan's event. Now Tristan has a clothing line, and I don't think this was the launch of it, but I know they were like filming a commercial, and there was events surrounding his clothing line that he was doing or whatever. So let me say this, not Gerald. Before I get to Gerald, I'll get to Gerald later. Jerome. Hey, doll baby, let me talk to you for a moment, okay? Let me have a good conversation with you, doll baby doll. I feel like Jerome, in his mind, thinks that he's one of the cool girls that can come on the confessionals and shade the girls and read the girls down and get a good laugh and kiki and really fit into this reality TV genre thing. It's not working. That's not your judge. It doesn't come out well. Either when you do it, it looks awkward or seems inauthentic or contrived, and not that you're not landing good punchlines, but the method, the manner, the whole way in which you try to get these good reads out, girl, it'd be falling on deaf ears. I'd be like, girl, you was trying to read somebody? Like, really? Are you really trying to make yourself a star? It's not working, boom. I'm sorry. And I really see it for Gerald. I don't have no problem with Gerald. Let me start. I should have started by saying, I don't have a problem with, not Gerald. I keep just saying Gerald. Jerome. I don't have a problem with Jerome. But Jerome, you need to, just be you. I feel like there are times where you just not be authentically you. And it comes out on screen, especially in the confessions when you be calling yourself trying to shade the girl. And I'll be looking sideways like, girl, there's a whole attitude. There's a whole aura to shade, okay? You don't seem to possess that, dear one. Sorry, girl. Moving on. There was this big blow up between Gerald and Malik that went on and on and on. And Gerald, in pure Gerald fashion, flew off the handles, went way out of order, and just got out of control. And it was Gerald. Let me talk to you for a moment, Gerald. Let me say this, Gerald. A lot of times, you have great intentions. You have true and valid information. You have accurate points to make. However, the manner in which you do that, nobody's ever going to hear your message. And therefore, you become irrelevant. If you're going to sit up here and be barking, and every time you present something, you got to have these emotional extremes, nobody's going to listen to you. And you're going to cut yourself off from a lot of opportunities. A lot of doors will be closed on you that you don't want closed on you, because we don't know at any given moment if you're going to fly off the fucking handles. And every time, you are always, go back and look at the episodes, Gerald, it's always you. You're always the one that wants to fly off the handles and spark the drama. And nobody wants to be around that all of the time. This shit is exhausting. You are exhausting at this point, Gerald. Nobody wants to watch this. It's horrible. That is horrible. You had the behavior of a 4-year-old who has some type of mental deficiency. You're yelling, you're screaming, you ask somebody a question, they try to answer, and then you start saying, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. It was just stupid. And even though what you said was probably right, probably accurate, nobody gives a shit because of the mouthpiece with which it's coming out of. And that's what you become. Now, even if you try to change up, and even if you try to do it in a better way, you've already lost your audience. Nobody wants to hear you anymore. Now you're just ranting and raving and rah, rah, rah for no reason. And now we know the sun gonna come up and Gerald gonna start yelling about the fucking sun being up. Get your life in order. Now, I don't even know if you watch my reviews. You probably don't. But that was some sage advice. I would hate for you, sir, to have doors closed. Because like I said, I think last episode, I think you could do a lot of positive work with some of the nonprofit things that you have going on. But when people don't know which Gerald we're going to get today, whether or not something's going to pop up, you get bit by a mosquito, and now everybody around you got to be has to be subject to your, tyranny. It's a fucking mess. A mess. Then, production. Let me help you understand some production. Production. Please explain to me why on my computer screen, when they took Gerald outside at the end of this scene, it said production had to calm Gerald down. Now, I don't want y'all to think that they said to calm C-U-M Gerald down, which means that production was outside in the back alley, getting it off, and, Gerald on his knees taking facials. When you talking about that? I'm talking about C-O-M-E, which is what production had typed on my computer screen. Hello, who down there in production is doing the editing? Because somebody had to catch the fact that the word is C-A-L-M. Calm. Calm. C-A-L-M. Y'all need... Oh, Jesus. Who the fuck... I don't know. That's basic, like, when you first learn to read. Calm. Come. The last scene could have been taken out. It was some stupid scene with Gerald, who was taking care of his godson, and then I don't know if the girl who came was his I don't know if that was his friend or the godson's mom, but they just started talking about him meeting up with his dad, and it was a cool conversation. That Gerald right there is the same Gerald, the Gerald who we need to see more of. But at this point, I don't even know that I want to see that Gerald, because the Gerald that we saw moments before that is so off kilter and so out of pocket. I want no parts of the other parts of Gerald. And that's unfortunate, Gerald. That's very unfortunate. Anyway, it went on from there, y'all. I'm making it through. Y'all, I'm still here. Now, since we done got off, the OnlyFans discussion is off the table now. How much longer am I going to continue to watch? Y'all better give me something to keep watching, because now that you don't have the OnlyFans is not going to be a conversation anymore. Or will it? Then what am I watching for? Because I'm just like, I'm not going to keep watching Gerald and his antics like that. I'm not going to keep watching Jerome and his failed attempts at reading the girls. Okay. Did y'all get into Tristan and his facials while Gerald was going on? Tristan was over there giving life. And then Tristan tried to move the table out of the way when Gerald got real amped up. And Jamie was like, baby, bring this table back, because we don't need no parts of him running on over there. Here's another thing, and I probably should have said this earlier. Gerald, All this rah, rah, rah. You ain't about that life. Real girls do real things. A real bitch wouldn't have had all that to say. Because, see, when you meet some real people, while you over there doing all this talking, you'll be done got 2 to the head, 3 to the body before you got that whole first sentence out. Because you out here talking, clapping your hands and everything like that. A bitch should be done landed 2 to the head and 3 to the body in that amount of time. Girl, you gonna be done got this rag. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day, y'all. Let me get on out of here. I'll catch y'all next week. Until then, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.